Good evening, everyone. So welcome. I'm so excited for tonight's new coach orientation. This is the Soul Sister Coach Tribe. And so we're going to go through a couple little slides here just to welcome you, to speak a little bit of life into you. You have just created a beautiful shift, and a shift that you may not even be aware that you're creating. And you may also be aware of it. And so God is so amazing. And, as soul sisters together, what we love to do is we love to encourage each other, uplift each other, and really speak life into each other. And so tonight, what we're going to talk about is getting you acquainted with this new image of who you're going to become in this form of a new path, transformation inside and out. And so to do what you love, it is so exciting to be able to live a life where you do what you love internally, externally, and where you actually take care of yourself and you honor yourself and you come from that place. And so I fully believe, my name is Alta Lainez, and I have been a coach now for 5 years, and my life has transformed in every possible way. And so each and every single month, I bring on new soul sisters to change their lives and to really help them awaken a new version of themselves. And so I believe that we know light as a result of being in dark places, and we know good times as a result of being in bad times. And so if you're in that place right now in your life where you are experiencing resistance, you are experiencing fear, if you're in a place where you're experiencing drastic changes, I want you to know that right about when we get to that place, it's the edge, when we get to that blessing, when the opportunity knocks in our life, that oftentimes we experience a recoil in life. And that recoil will shake the ground beneath you, will force you to look inside into places within you that you didn't even know you needed to look, and will create new pathways that you have to explore and face. And so today, we're going to face those in a way that you can do that, and you can change your life in a way that you can love your life and create a business doing that. And so it's exciting because there's no excuse to not do what makes you happy. And I fully believe that, and I stand by that. And every single day, the people that I coach and that I speak life into, and the soul sisters together that we are building up, we stand by that. And so let's go here to the next slide. And so as soul sisters, we want to welcome you. If you want to go fast, you go alone. And if you want to go far, you go together. And that's really what this business is about. This really is what this community is about, what we're building together. And what we are coming together for is to awaken you, to remind you that you were born on this planet to do more, to be more, to share your voice, to share your mission, to remind yourself that you can be a new person. And by doing that, it's beautiful. Marianne Williamson has the most amazing quote. And she says in that it's oftentimes not the darkness that we fear the most within ourselves, but the light. In being that, though, being that light, what we do is we indirectly give someone else the opportunity to be that as well. And so as you embark on this new coach journey, you want to come together and to know that if you want to go fast, that's great. You can go alone. But if you want to go far, we go together. And that's what we're about. We are about remembering what we're fighting for. We are fighting for becoming better versions of ourselves. We are fighting for health, to think the vision, to think long term, to think of what your real purpose is and how you can align more with that every single day. And so in doing that, I have found that, we have fun. We do this in such a fun way. And so I'm excited to bring you onto the team and to show you how we work out together, how we grow our mental muscle, our spiritual muscle, our emotional muscles, and we grow our business muscle, because this is a business as well. And you're going to transform your life. And I am so excited to go far with you. And so, with that, I love this slide because who we are as Soul Sisters. I am such a foodie. I love food. I know a bunch of us, we love food. And so these are actually Shakeology made with peanut butter. And we are people who find alternatives in life. And so I want you to think about that, revolve around that mindset. What is God doing in your life? What is he doing for you right now in this very moment? What is he trying to awaken within you? And, jokingly on that same note, we're here to get healthy. And so we find alternatives. So that was just a joke, Soul Sisters. So put your peanut butter cups down. Put your gummy bears down. Those are definitely my favorites. And because we're going to get healthy, that starts with alignment with your food, the things that you put in your body, and you have your superfoods, your nutrition packages, and everything coming for you in the mail. And so as we embark on this journey, I want you to think about who you want to be, the coach that you would wish to have in your life. And now, mind you, as all of us on a journey, we are all not perfect. None of us are perfect. We all have a mess that we've created in our life somewhere, and that is turned into our message. We are all being tested in this very moment, and that is going to be your testimony. And I want you to know that if you're on the edge of an embarking change in your life in this moment, that you're going to reach resistance within yourself, and this is the time that you're going to character build. You're going to be able to break that, reach new levels within you, and that's where you activate what we know as the faith muscle in your life. That's where you're going to produce results. And so on this journey of being a coach, you're going to change yourself by being dedicated to you, by really focusing. And with that, the blessing comes in the opposition, as oftentimes it doesn't look like we expect. The journey of success never looks like we expect. So with that, we're going to be changing your perspective. We're going to look at what's right. We're going to see what's good within your journey, what's good that you are doing, what you are building upon, how you are learning, how you are changing. And so when you're doing that, we want to make sure that you're not so caught up on that what you are missing, what you aren't, what you lack, what you've done wrong, because everything has led you up into this point, and you have to think about it like the opening to the most upscale prestigious business club, or the most upscale business university, or the most upscale soul group that's about to enter you into the gateways of heaven. Because guess who's creating that heaven? You are. You are creating the life that you desire, because you get to live a happy life. You get to be that definition of a new person, and that means mind, body, and soul. And so as Soul Sisters, we believe that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together, which is why we believe in our growing community. Our Soul Sister Coach Tribe started as an extension of 2015, and we recognize that the road, it could be hard and it could be lonely. And so if you are needing a life transformation, we want to make sure that we come up together as a soul family, compiled of souls who all walk the same life, to uplift, support, empower, to use our voice, and to encourage each other to live our healthiest, most fulfilling lives. And that means physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, thriving success all around. And we are a tribe of women and of men. There's silent men out there who are passionate about living authentic expression of truth. We look for spiritual souls that can unify in the mission to speak life into each other, and those that we coach in the journey and being that inspiring person, you being that inspiring person. And so as souls, we inspire each other to live healthy lives in every way possible. I believe in the fountain of youth, and I know that each and every single one of us has that within us. The youthfulness of curiosity, the curiosity to know that you can be a better person, that you can shed the skin of defeat, that you can shed the spirit of doubt, that you can shed the spirit of everything that held you back from ever even knowing that you were capable of flying. And so together, we raise our consciousness, we raise who we are as a whole, and we raise our frequency. And with that, we do things that make our soul happy, and that makes us feel fulfilled. That is me, girlfriend, right there, holding my Shakeology bag, loving my life, because this life has changed me. This opportunity, a little bit about my story. I found Beachbody 5 years ago. I was in a really bad place in my life. I had just got out. Well, I was in an 8.5 year relationship, ended 3 years to date, and I fell in love after that. It was a 1.5 year relationship. And so I've been on my love yourself now journey for 1.5 years. I am more in love with life now than I have ever been, and more in love with myself. And I know that health has everything to do with it. When I found this business, this opportunity, me and my ex, we were at that 5.5 year mark, and I was in a place where I was super dependent on a job with a boss that really belittled me. He would tell me, I remember he would tell me this several times a month. He would tell me, Alta, what are the first 3 letters of the word assume? And he would tell me, that's ass. Stop making an ass of yourself. And I remember cringing every single day, thinking, how is it that I could stay here? How is it that I could, be here in this environment that is killing my spirit, my soul? And I knew I was destined for something more. I didn't know what that more was, but I knew that there was more out there. And my ex at that point, he had a free lifestyle. He was a day trader. He had a business on the laptop, and I would bitch and complain every morning, thinking there has to be something more that I could do out there in the world. And so when I found Beachbody, we had been in such a rocky place that I had to move out. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had willed myself to get fired out of this job, and when it happened, I wasn't ready for it. My life was in turmoil. I was 50 pounds overweight. I was crying every single day. This was not my place. I actually lived in a studio place, and I had no furniture. I lived with clothes, just a pile of clothes on the floor with a pile of tears. I was negative $1,000 on my rent for that month. And I had been a hypnotherapist for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years, but I had no clients that kept retaining because they actually changed their life. They took the advice that I gave them that I didn't take myself. And so I was out of alignment. I wasn't in tune with God. I wasn't treating myself healthy, obviously, because I was self-indulging on the fact that I was in victim mode and I was negative on everything. So I borrowed the money to get started in this business. And I remember within a period of 3 months getting started, I prayed that if I could just lose some weight, I could gain a little bit of hope and belief. And I did. And I lost 45 pounds in 90 days. I went from a size 16 down to a size 6. And it gave me that confidence to turn around and actually start believing in myself as a hypnotherapist, to start using the tools that were in our back office through Beachbody, to actually start using that to model my own business, because I had no idea how to build a business. I had no idea how to lose weight. I had no idea how to do anything. And I was emotionally codependent. And so in this business, I love to create people that are independent, because as a person who was leading a life of codependency on a man, I didn't know how to dream. I didn't know how to build a business. I didn't know how to do any of that. And so that's what I create, is independent soul sisters who actually create that business shift in their life. And so I stand by that. I've been able to create a freedom in business. I've been an entrepreneur now for 8 years, and I know all the ups and downs emotionally that you're going to go through, as well as physically. I've incurred weight has been something of a struggle for me since I was 6 years old. And so I am a spiritual entrepreneur. I am an enthusiast of health and fitness. And I am not a nutritionist. I am not a personal trainer. I am just someone who is on this journey, who needed soul sisters, had no women in her life. And so with that, enough about me. I've been able to create an extra 6 figures, accumulated as a very part-time hobby. And this year, God said, you know what? You're going to create 6-figure soul sisters. And those of you that create freedom and want that, you're going to be the only one that is going to be able to claim your success. Because guess what? You do all the work. You are the one that's going to change your life. And we together are going to speak life into each other. there's a whole training system for you. And so I want to hear about your stories now. You know, true success and true happiness does lie in freedom and fulfillment. And I believe that. So you do have a calling. I want you to know that. Your calling is so much deeper than what you can see. The walls that you are sitting in, look around in the room that you're in, look around in the car that you're in, look around where you are. Those are man-made walls. And I need you to know that God has walls for you that are limitless. They are not walls. They are transparent, and there's nothing holding you back other than you. And so as you shed the layers of the old you, as you move through, as you embark on the new you, you're going to use your voice. You're going to use your mission. You're going to use your story and your testimony. And as coaches, we fulfill our purpose by helping other people and by living happy ourselves, by being that healthy person. And so it's a reason to be free. So with that being said, I want to talk about you. You know, our intention is for you to love yourself madly, my soul sisters. If you have been following the journey, if you are brand new, if you know nothing about Love Yourself Madly, what it means is that here together on this journey, in this business, in this life, our goal, our mission is you. You. And so I am going to go ahead and stop the actual share of my screen so I can see you, and we can go ahead and, hey, girlfriends, and we can go ahead and hear from you. So I want to hear about your story. And so in a 4-part series, so you're going to be able to tell your story in a 4-part series, who you are, and who you, like the problem is, like what's the problem in your life, and where, you know, now that you found Beachbody, you know, oh my God, how did you get here? How did you all get here to this moment? And how do you feel about your future? What do you hope for your future? Speak life over yourself. And so 4 parts, girlfriends. Who wants to go first?
Right.
Nope. I'll go first then. Hi, everyone. I'm Shauna. I am first a woman of God. I am a daughter, a auntie, and a friend to all. And I love life. I love God first, above all. And I'm just tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of trying to lose weight, like on my own, and starting and stopping with, you know, everything. And so I've been following Alta for a long time now on Facebook, and I brought up the courage to message her, and that is basically how I found out about this opportunity. I was in I wouldn't say a bad relationship, it just wasn't good relationship like 2 years ago. And I was lowering my self-worth. I was reckless with my finances. I was not eating healthy, and I was just, you know, just negative all the way around. I was not aligned with God at all. And so I'm just tired of being that way. You know, I'm tired of being on this couch. I want to get up and start doing something with my life. So that is why I decided to take this chance, even though I still have my doubts right now. What was the third one, Alta?
And so now, what you've mentioned who you are, you've mentioned the problem, you've mentioned how you got here, and now talk to us about your future. Speak life. What would your future? What do you want? Your goals? You know, share those things you shared with me, girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay. So what I basically want out of this, I want to impact others. I want to show others that if I can do it, that they can do it too. Because I know that I have people that look up to me right now. I want to get out of my comfort zone, because really the battle is between myself. It's not really with anyone else. It's me. So I want to be successful in this. I want to start off here and just go as far as I can, and just touch everybody and help everybody that I can. Because I feel like if this is part of my purpose, and if it's part of your purpose, just like it's part of Alta's, if we all are, you know, doing what we're supposed to do, we can defeat the enemy, and we can just be out here, you know, doing what we're supposed to do and just changing lives. And I think that's what it's about. I don't think we're here on earth for ourselves. I think we're here for other people. So
Woo!
that is what I'm
Fire. Love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing, Soul Sister.
Welcome. Welcome.
I get to go next. Okay, so my name is Delia. I go by Delia Amanda because I'm in between names. I was married for 3 years, and life over these last 4 years have been really difficult. I've lost a child. I'm going through a divorce. I lost my job yesterday. So it's just been chaotic on top of the mistakes that I make as a human daily. It's just really hard to find inspiration, to find motivation. Physically, my number one objective has always been to be healthy, to find what makes me healthy. I've gone, up and down in weight. I've worked out, I've not worked out. I've changed my eating habits. Now I'm a complete pescatarian. And facing the challenges with not eating meat and only fish, and trying to keep my body thriving through the choices that I make. And I've been on a fitness journey for about 3 years now. And, I've found a great part of my life where I'm comfortable enough to where I model on the side, and I'm making a name for myself. But in addition to that, from my divorce, I really sought guidance in the church, and I really was curious about my faith. And last year in January, I was baptized, and part of my purpose with that was just to be the woman that I needed when I was growing up, be the woman that I've always wanted in my life, be that person that I expect out of other people. Because sometimes I feel like you want, but you really don't give. So being around the youth, I'm in my 20s, so being around youth in ministry and Bible study, being very, I participate in my church weekly, and I just started this whole, I basically based my life around my faith. And I have a little girl, I have a 4-year-old, and I just try to raise her upright and be everything for her that I needed when I was that age. And so it's really hard for me to come to this point because, I was speaking to Alta, and I also followed her on Facebook, but I also kind of had my own group going where I was just really fulfilling the women in my life that needed some inspiration, that needed some motivation, that needed fitness help, like tips, because I've done all types of fitness plans. So, last year I had a big old booty, and this year I don't. So, it's been all over the place, but just being able to give back to them everything that I've learned, and everything that maybe it will and maybe it won't work for them, even from meal prepping to, working out together, to just giving them the words of encouragement they need for that day. And I've had so many people give me so much positive feedback, and it just helps me thrive even with all the negativity in my life. So my goal for this is just to build a future. It was almost a blessing in disguise when I was like, I don't know if I should coach. I don't know what I should do. And then boom, I lose my job. And I'm like, well, the only thing that was holding me back was time. So now I have all the time in the world. So why not utilize it for the purpose that I'm already on the track of fulfilling? And I just felt so much with God. And I remember I went to church on Sunday, and I told one of my ministers, I said, I want to start a ministry. I really want to start a women's ministry. I want to really speak life into women. And I was unsure, but I really think I found it. And he's like, well, I'm going to tell you right now, you say that you want to serve God and watch the devil try to trample all over your plans. And the next day I lost my job. So I told him, I said, you know what, you've spoken into existence, but I'm here and I'm ready to serve. And if God's calling is to free my schedule so that I have all the time in the world to dedicate to this, I'm for it. That's my calling.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speak. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
For sharing. And do you see, look, this is something that I want you guys, as they keep sharing, I want you to listen. So as a spiritual entrepreneur, right? God works in the most amazing ways. When you're going to coach people, you're going to see God talk to you through people's stories. This is how he speaks. And so you're going to find common denominators. Listen for the patterns. Listen to what God works this way. It's the 33% rule, right? You're the 1%. So 33% of the people he's going to bring to you in your life, they're going to be people who you're going to bring up. people who were of your past, they are going to remind you of who you were. People who 33% are who you are now. They're reflecting back and you're like, oh my God, that's like my story. And 33% are the ones that you aspire to be. And they're the ones that, wow, oh my goodness. And you're the one. And so it's like the Trinity, right? You're in the center. So listen to their stories because God's talking to you. Who's next? Thank you for sharing, girl.
Okay, I'll go.
Oh, go ahead.
You guys can hear me because I'm getting like every other word on some of you. But who I am, I'm Andrea. I'm a single mom of 2 little girls. I just recently moved back home with my dad, just to kind of help out with financial issues. I'm working full-time as a medical assistant, and although I love my job, it's great. It's not enough. Like, I'm just tired of going to work every day and being a great employee to pretty much make the next person money and to devote all of my time in a place where, I mean, it's great being there, but I'm really longing for freedom. So that's my problem right now, is not having enough time to come home, be the mom that I know I want to be, keep my house maintained, be able to exercise and be able to grocery shop. Just having the time to get things done is really what holds me back. So right now, I'm just kind of at a place where I am trying to make more time for myself, which means staying up late, which means working and trying to run my Team Beachbody on my lunch breaks. But I'm focused on that, and the hardest part is staying consistent with it, because I'll do good for a little while and then slide back and then pick back up. It's just kind of back and forth, and I'm teeter-tottering right now, and I really want to just remain consistent. And I got here by seeing Alta's post on Facebook, just asking, are you ready to work from home? And do you want more in life, pretty much? And I'm like, yeah, like, I want more. It's time to make a change. It's time to do something. Like, my whole goal is to work for myself. I just want that freedom to be able to connect with other people. I've always been the oddball. I've always been the one who, like, really wanted to be friends, and everybody's like, oh no, like, we don't know you. You don't fit in our crew. And it's like, okay, but it's like, I've always just wanted to connect with people, and I feel like this is a perfect opportunity. I've been on a fitness journey for a while now, but again, I stayed inconsistent. I would see my results, and it's like, all right, you look good, girl. You're good now. You can be done. But I'm learning to just stick with it and stay with it, and just bring other people on it as well. They see your results, and they're like, hey, you look good. And it's like, okay, well, you can come
I saw how you looked in that black dress, girl.
Yes, it's probably fitting the way it needs to. So, like, I want to connect with people. That's my biggest thing. Being a life coach is actually my big, like, that's my dream, having my own business as a life coach. So this kind of, to me, is just practice for what I feel like is going to happen for me in my future.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Perfect. So, okay. Next we have on this call, it's 8 minutes. And so what's going to happen if in fact it drops off, just go back to that same link and click it again, and then it'll open. Okay. All right. Keep going. Annie Lou, you want to go?
Okay, I'll go.
Girl, you're right in the center. I feel like the Brady Bunch, like right on top of you.
Okay, well, my name's Anna Lou Gomez. I'm the oldest child of my family. I'm 24. I'm a nursing student. So we just got on summer vacation, so that's great. I have more time to go to the gym now. I'm not stressed. I have more time to work out. So my problem is that I've always had weight issues. Like, I've never been like the skinny, tiny girl. I've always been like chunky and full. And that's always been a challenge for me. Last year, I managed to lose weight, but it wasn't in a healthy way. Like, it was very unhealthy. I just would eat very little. Like, I wouldn't eat much at all. And when I did eat, it was just like very low calorie stuff. It was very unhealthy. It wasn't a good way to lose weight, but I did lose the weight, and I was really happy. But then once I started like eating normally again, and then I got a job where I was just sitting in an office all day for like 8 hours, that just like skyrocketed my weight. Like I had gained I lost like maybe 30 pounds, and now I just gained like 50 pounds. Like I gained a lot of weight because of that. And so now what I'm trying to do now is just find a good balance so that I'm able to lose that weight and keep it off without like hurting my health and not doing, because I wasn't being very healthy. I was doing a lot of damage to my body. Like I was always tired. I was always exhausted. Yeah, it's not a good place to be. And I was like really sad too, and like depressed and stuff. But now like I started going to Zumba, and my instructor Sophia, she's the one that introduced us to the Beachbody and the 21-day fitness challenge. And I'm very grateful for her because she has helped us a lot, and she's helped me a lot. And my goal is to finally be able to lose the weight, keep it off, and then maybe inspire other people to do the same. I'm not very good with like public speaking, and I'm not like super social, and I want to get better at that too. So that's my story.
Thank you for sharing, soul sister. I love that. Sophia, your coach, she is a queen. I love her. One of the most amazing soul sisters ever. She's actually in a personal development seminar right now. I had invited her to a seminar, and she met someone, and she's at another personal development seminar. And so, and through this journey, I'm going to suggest so many personal development seminars to awaken your souls. And to help you and break through. I've invested tons of money into myself, but it's paid off. And so thank you. I love it. Next. And so when this clicks off, you have 4 minutes. So we have time for one more. And then let's click back into the link and it should open again.
I'll go. Hello? Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I am 24 years old. I'm married. I have a little girl who's 1.5. I'm in the military. I've been in the military for almost 5 years. Before I joined the military, I had always struggled with weight. And when I joined the military, of course, we go through boot camp when you lose a lot of weight when you go through training and stuff. And then I gained the weight back, after a while. And especially after I had my baby, I gained the weight back and stuff like that. And so my problem has always been my weight and etc. I think my goal is is to learn the business of how to actually like be healthy, because I struggle with my health, and it shows on the outside, like as far as like my skin and my hair and all this stuff like that. And I want to be healthy as far as my skin and my hair, and so I don't know, I really can't go into any much else deeper than that. So that's it.
Yeah, most definitely. I love that. And in regards to your biggest struggle, what would you say?
Being organized. I struggle with being organized because I feel like sometimes I'm all over the place with what I want to do in life sometimes, and that's one of my biggest struggles.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me a little bit about the future with your business. Like, what would you like to see happen in your business?
I want to help other females, other ladies to love themselves and to be more healthy as well.
Yes, I love it. And you are actually studying to be a minister, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You forgot to mention that, girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Like huge, right? I love it. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Jessica. Who is next? We have time for one more. And then we can click in.
I'll go. It's Charmaine. Hi, guys. Hi. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
A little bit about myself. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, just sitting and listening to all of you. Just like also
Charmaine,
said,
you
like
know what? Why don't we click into it's going to end in less than a minute before you get started.
Okay.
So, let's end and then let's click in.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.